Now, chat, I'm not a guard, but I have guards that I play with. So we finna do a reaction video of a best 6'6" ISO builds on NBA2K26, man. Let's get straight to it, broski.
Tall ISO builds are back. I mean, seriously, look at how I'm moving. The speed boosts are crazy. You can spam escapes and behind the backs freely. The misdirections are back and looking good. The build diversity on this game is gonna be insane. I played NBA 2K26 early at Community Day and I made every build you could imagine. Today, I'm showing you guys the tall ISO build that I made, and you guys can tell this build is looking pretty crazy. And also, I think I'm moving like this without any badges because this is from Community Day. I was moving even crazier with my small guard builds though. Subscribe right now if you want me to drop the small guards video because I made like 4 builds and they were all moving insanely fast. I'm daily streaming showcasing all the builds I made in the entire rep grind for 2K26. Twitch.tv/solo. I'm probably live right now. Link in the description. Come through. What's up, guys? It's Solo back with another video, and today we can finally show you guys all the builds that we made at Community Day. I cannot lie to you guys, I was locked in on the builder. You know, a lot of people were playing Play Now for a while, focused on the gameplay. I, however, was making builds for probably 8 out of the 10 hours that we were able to play. And I wanted to start off first build video of the year with a tall ISO build because we've seen from the dribbling, from the gameplay. I mean, you probably saw it in the intro. These tall builds are back. They are moving faster than ever. 6'6s, even like 6'11s, like the taller builds for real. I saw were moving pretty crazy. And for my first build that we will be showing, it is going to be a 6'6". So just looking at some of the build heights, you know, messing around with the positions here. I end up going with a point guard, but you know, I know some people are going to want to make tall builds like a 6'11". You probably got to go power forward for that. But point guard, 6'6" on the height. For the weight, we're going to go 195. That gives us the 86 speed of ball, which is needed for gold lightning launch, which we're going to max +2 that up to legend. So we're going to be having the fastest burst on the game. I mean, of course, if we have a 99 speed of ball, it would be quicker, but that's not possible on a 6'6". And then our wingspan is going to be 6'6", and that perfectly aligns and lets us get a 94 3-pointer, which we only need a 93 to get gold limitless range, which will max +2 that to get legend. This build is going to be crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have the attribute screen. This is very, very important, especially with all the cap breakers, the badge perks, the max +2s, all that. So we're starting off with our 3-point shot. Like I said on the other screen, we are going to be getting that gold limitless range. So you guys see 93 on the 3-point shot, which gives us gold limitless range. Hold on, it's on a 92, but there it is. Gold limitless range, gold shifty shooter, gold set shot specialist, and gold dead eye. Again, you guys are gonna get 3 max +2 badge perks. So you can boost any combination of these badges up +2. I'm probably gonna be doing limitless range. I mean, maybe I'll mess around. Maybe I'll go set shot instead. Maybe shifty shooter. We'll have to see. But I mean, there's a lot of, you know, options. There's a lot of options with these builds. Same with the cap breakers. I'll tell you guys, you know, where I'm thinking about putting the cap breakers later, but this is also kind of more so a day one build. So I'm not building it for 15 cap breakers because who knows if we'll even get there. And if I do get there, well, I will get there if you know, that's in the game again, but I'll make a new build by then. I know, you know, some of you guys don't like that, but this is a day one build. So I'm making it for, you know, up to 7 cap breakers, 8 cap breakers, something like that. So we're gonna go 85 on the ball handle, which gives us silver handles for days, bronze ankle assassin, and silver unpluckable. This also gives us all the dribble moves for these tall builds. Then we're going to be going 86 on the speed of ball. That's why we put our weight on 195 so that we can get that. And that gives us gold lightning launch, which I'm going to be using a max +2 to put that up to legend. So far we have 1 shooting badge. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe limitless range. If set shots OP, maybe it'll be that. Maybe it'll be shifty shooter. We'll have to see, but we have options. And then for sure, we're going to be max +2ing lightning launch. And here's some quick dribbling gameplay with this 86 speed of ball, with this 85 ball handle, and you guys can see I'm moving pretty good. And this was really my first time dribbling with one of these builds, and I was figuring it out. So once we really figure out all the best animations and all that, and I don't even think this is with badges, so I probably got no lightning launch in these clips, so it's only going to get better. I think this build really is going to be crazy. As right here, I'm going to hit a back fade. Now we're back to the attributes, and let's talk about the finishing. Now the dunk meter, it's looking a little bit better. It's not looking too OP though, but on a 6'6", on an ISO build, we got to be able to dunk, because if we get by our defender, we want to be able to dunk, or even if he's in the paint, you want to be able to posterize him. We're going to go 89, driving it with a 78 vertical, and that is going to give us both 1 foot, which is really the better ones, and 2 foot contact dunks. You guys can see right there, 89 driving dunk, 78 vertical to get the pro contact dunks off of one. And then I'll show you in a second, we're also gonna get the 2-foot contact dunks. But I don't know how I'm feeling about the contact dunks. You know, I don't know if this is the build I'm gonna be making on day one. I'm really leaning towards making a 6'6". Again, subscribe, turn on noties. I'm gonna drop the small builds, the small guard builds, like a 6'4", 6'2", stuff like that, probably tomorrow. And you guys could see, you know, those builds are moving honestly faster than these builds, which makes sense. But shit, bro, these tall guards are moving crazy. Like, I really might have to make one for day one, even though I normally go small guard. You guys can see this is something interesting. 40 standing dunk. That's what we're gonna get to get, you know, the standing dunk packages. But you have to be 6'5" or taller. So that's something to note. You have to be 6'5" or taller to get standing dunk packages at all. So you make a 6'4", there's no point of really getting standing dunk. Now we're gonna go 71 pass accuracy, which gives us silver dimer, bronze break starter, bronze versatile visionary. I wanted to get this higher, but it's just so hard to get everything on a build. I did notice though, pass accuracy is a little bit cheaper in this builder compared to the 2K25 builder, which is a good thing because pass accuracy was so expensive and just a lot of guards just didn't end up getting it. But we're gonna get silver dimer, which, you know, if you want, you could max +2 that. I'm probably gonna end up max +1ing that up to gold for, you know, my poppers, my lockdowns, whoever I play with. You know, I'm probably gonna be using this build more so on the 2s. You know, if I play 3s or rec, probably want to go with a little more pass accuracy. But you guys are gonna see here, we're gonna go 85 perimeter, which gives us silver challenger, silver elbow menace, silver pick dodger, and we also upped our agility to a 77. So we have all silver badges. You know, you could have the option to max +1 some of these. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that. You know, there's a lot of badges you could boost, so there's a lot of options here. One badge I think I'm gonna be boosting is gonna be interceptor. So we're gonna go 79 steel. I think a really good sweet spot, like a money spot, is an 85 steel because you get gold interceptor. If you want to max +2 that is for legend interceptor, obviously. But on this build, we might be max +1ing it. I think there's just a few other badges that are more important to max +2, like limitless range, like potentially posterizer, lightning launch, gonna be more important. But you know, we'll probably max +1 interceptor. We're gonna get a 70 interior defense and a 68 block. I think you're gonna need interior defense, or else people are just gonna be scoring on you. I think it's gonna matter more in 2K26, that interior defense rating, or else even if you're there, I think people are just gonna be going up on you. And this is a 6'6" icy build. I wanna be good at everything on the 2s. No matter who pulls up, I'll be able to guard you. I think the defense is honestly looking good. And then we were also able to get rebounding on this build with a 64 O board and a 50 D board. When I first was making this build, I wasn't able to get rebounding. I'm glad that I tweaked it. I think I originally had a higher steal. Maybe there was a few others. I think steel was definitely higher on the build when I first made it, but I tweaked it and got a few things. I got the 89 driver dunk. Originally I only had an 87. You guys can see the badges here and the badge tiers if you guys want to pause the video or whatever, but I ended up tweaking it. Originally I had an 87 driver dunk and an 85 steal. We ended up tweaking it around, got rebound and got a few other things, and I really like how this build ended up turning out, especially when you factor in all the badge perks. And we're gonna get to the takeovers in a second, but the badge perks are looking crazy. For the cap breakers, you really have some options. You know, you could up that 3-pointer one, maybe put some on midi. I'll probably be doing shooting build specialization, although maybe I'll do playmaking. Honestly, we might do playmaking because I'm gonna want lightning launch on legend, and then I also probably want handles for days on gold, so I might max +1 that. You got some options on this build as far as the cap breakers go. But again, with these first few builds, I don't want to map them out for 10-15 cap breakers. You know, I just think that's a little bit dumb to do. You know, we'll make new builds when we get there, especially someone like me. But yeah, these are the takeovers, and some of the important ones. Bucket, where you get the blur takeover. I think the other one with deep bomber was looking good. Chef right here, deep bomber, +5 to the 3-point, +6 to the midi, +6 to the ball handle. If I want to go deep bomber, I don't know. But with this build, I might want to go blur, because with the ISO build, you know, getting by my defender, blur is going to go crazy. It really makes it so you can't get bumped and can just go. Here we have it all. We have finishing, shooting, dribbling, defense, rebounding. We could do it all. We could guard pretty much 1 through 5, maybe not 5, but we could guard a lot of positions. And it's going to say that we have built a 2-way 3-point slasher with shades of Steve Francis, Jalen Suggs, and Baron Davis.